Hey, hey, hey! I am going live on Instagram on a Friday night. I hope everyone's having a great start to their weekend. I just went through and went ahead and put some of my eye makeup on, but I thought what I would do is show you guys some new mascara that I did get too. I want to share that with you. I'm going to do my eyebrows really quick though, just because I need to fill them in. I had a microbladed. Hey, Carrie! I had a microbladed, but I still, because it is not, it doesn't give you sometimes exactly what you need. You may still have to fill in a few places. And so what I love about the microblade is it gives me a good guide to where the normal process to fill in could have been about, 3 or 4 minutes. And now I can just kind of go through and just do a little bit of shading and I'm done. So I still love the fact that I had a microbladed. So there we go. Easy peasy. I'm going to show you this mascara that I got. It's a new Tubes mascara. This is called the Volume Mascara by Kevin Aquan. So I went ahead and did my eyes so that just to make it a quick video, because I kind of wasn't planning on going live, but I thought I need to do it. I need to come on. I need to go live. So I'm going to do this on Instagram. So as soon as I post it, it will post to my Facebook and we're good. So on my eyes right now, just to go ahead and let you guys know, is I'm using the color Bubba. And then I also put the Miha, which is this magenta color. It's really pretty. I put Soulmate, which is this shimmery pink, on my lid. And then I went in the outer corner with the color, also the Miha. And then I also put this color, which is Fan. I love Fan. It's so pretty. And then I just put a little bit of a black eyeliner on. So we're going to do this real quick. It does make it so much easier. But I wanted to show this. So it's like a burgundy tube and it's real skinny. I've used it one time. But this is the brush too. So I'm going to kind of see how I like it. I just tried it on. Company. Somebody's here. Somebody's home. My dog goes nuts. It is, it sounds like it's a circus going on in the living room. So there's no telling what you guys may hear. But anyway, we're going to make this quick. And I thought what I'm going to do tonight when I apply my makeup is I'm going to use the powder brush. I'm going to use the powder brush instead because I am not going to lie. I've only used it one time ever, and it wasn't for powder. I just used it the other day for the very first time because I saw someone else use it to apply their makeup, and I was like, ooh, that looks like it would apply good. So I'm going to do that. And I just want to show you guys how you can do it too. I think it's a great powder brush because of the slant ends that it has on it. But, I mean, okay. This mascara is 30-something bucks, right? It's right at it. I don't know what I'm feeling about it right now. Like, I like my Thrive. That's one of my tops. I have one or two pharmacy ones that I really like. And then I really like my Essence $5 ones. Those are my top mascaras. And they may be honestly better than this one, but that's why I bought it. It had rave reviews, and I'm gonna use it a few more times. But it's one of the tube mascara, and I love that about Thrive. I love the tube mascara, but we'll see. Oh, thank you, Carrie. I couldn't decide if I wanted to do it on Facebook or on Instagram because I don't usually have. I have more people that join on Facebook. But I kind of like the ease of putting it on Instagram and then letting it post. So I don't have to do it. Okay. So So let me see if I can even find the brush that I want to use. Here it is. So here's the powder brush. Okay, it's almost like a kabuki, but it's a slanted kabuki style. And this is going to give like probably like a medium coverage because it's not super dense. Hey, Zazzy Zunia. Zazzy is here. And then this end is like another slanted end, and it has a point on it as well. But this is more dense, so this is going to give your full coverage. So I feel like what I like about this is it gives you a full coverage if you applied makeup with this, or it can give you, you know, your medium to even a medium full. You can build it up. So again, this is the powder brush. And but this right here, a lot of people will use to do the powder because they can just press it right in where they need it. And that's what they like about it. And then they can apply their makeup and stuff with this end, but we're going to apply the makeup with this one. So let's get started. Okay, so this is Seint Beauty. If you've not ever heard of it, this is like a foundation system where they're cream-based little tins that just pop into a magnetic palette. These are more than what you would need. But again, this is just my customized palette. Since I'm an artist, I will have a whole lot more. But it's just a lot of, this is 3 layers. So I've got some eyeshadows, I've got some lip and cheeks, and then I've got the colors that I need. And I can be your personal makeup assistant, and I can give you the exact colors that you need and kind of give you what your price points are, work with you on that, and we'll make it the process super simple. So just send me a message, or you can click the link in my bio or on my Facebook. I have it pinned to the top, so you can just click on that and do a submit color match, and I can fix you up from there. Or again, you can just send me a message and we can work from there. So let's get started. All right, we're gonna make this quick. So I'm gonna go in first. I'm gonna use this color, which is olive. And I'm going to use this little short, fat, pointy end. Isn't that a cute way to describe it? Short and fat. I think so too. So since this is a contour, it's a little bit harder, the makeup is. So I'm just going to kind of dip in there and wiggle it a little vigorously back and forth. But then it's also cold because it's in this room that is pretty chilly. So if your makeup is you feel like it's hard to come out, get your hair dryer, put it on a hot setting, and just kind of blast it over it a couple times for just a few seconds, and it'll warm those creams right up. So I'm just gonna go in. I'm using olive. And I'm just gonna put it right where I need it. You can hear this right here going against my skin because it's a new brush. It doesn't have a lot of the product in it. But man, these brushes are so good. We have got the best brushes. Now we're just going to kind of take what's left. Hear that? And we're just going to drag it right here. Okay. So we've got our contour on. Nothing crazy. I can deepen it a little bit later if I want to. Now I'm going to flip over and I'm going to go into my main highlight shade, which is in the middle right here, and it's called Sandy. And I'm just going to kind of stipple and blend just a little as I go. I've got the TV in there blaring and they're like yelling over it. Man, this brush feels so good too. It's so soft on your face. It's just like billowy almost. Just kind of popping this in, bouncing it a few little times very lightly. And then again, I'm just kind of drawing around where I did my contour. If I wanted to clean that up, I can always clean that line up, but I didn't do really thick contours. Okay. Now I'm going to go in. I think I'm going to I'm going to flop right back over to my other side of the brush. And then I'm going to, and I kind of like it because you can turn it sideways and really get in there. I'm going to put the color Sunlit in. And I'm just going to do that right here in the corner of my eye. Just a little bit out here. This will also help clean up any eyeshadow. And then I'm going to go down the center of my nose. And these creams are super easy to work with. If you mess up, no biggie. They're so easy to fix. They just move around. Okay, so now I'm going to flip back over. Actually, yeah, I'm going to flip back over. And I'm going to blend it. And guys, once you do this enough and you're not talking through it and you're just kind of in a hurry, you really can slap your face on eye makeup and everything in about, I mean, some people will get on here and say 5 minutes. If I do mine in 5 minutes, it is the bare minimum. And I will have to double check everything because I'll be afraid that I didn't blend something out or whatever. But if I really take my time, I mean, it can take me, 15, 20 minutes. But if I'm just going to put it on and I want a full face and I want to feel really comfortable with everything, it probably takes me personally about 10 minutes. And that's not bad when you're doing a contour, a highlight, bronzing, the whole shebang. Isn't that brush? The brush is so pretty. And it feels really good. This side is stiff, but when you're blending it, it just feels so good. It feels really good. Okay, so now I'm just going to kind of blend that into my hairline. And guys, so a while ago, I was going to jump in the shower. And then I was going to go live. Well, no, I didn't have time. I ran out of time, as usual. And so I just pulled my hair up in one of these things. And then this is my contour. I'm going back over just a little bit more with my olive contour. I ended up doing 100 different things and looked down and it was almost 8:30. And I was like, oh, I'm going to hurry up and go live because I want to get a shower and get a bed and not be up late. That's why I'm doing it now. I'm glad y'all are on here, look, because it's dead tonight. I never have good luck on Instagram. Okay, so that is my contour. I went back and kind of put just a little bit more than I needed. And then now we're fixing to make the magic happen because I'm going to go to my other side with my bronzer and I'm going to bronze. I can feel hair sticking up. And so here's my Bella bronzer. I'm just going to use this same brush. And I'm just going to bronze. This is going to be a little bit more of a warm color than my contour. I know it does feel so much later. It's because it gets dark at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it feels like. And then I'm going to take this bronzer down my neck some. I probably need to really shade down or either self-tan. But when you bronze your neck, you make it work. Okay. If I wanted to sharpen up my line, I could always flip back over to whatever was left on here and kind of draw and just sharpen that. See how that sharpens it right up? Sharpen that right up. And then just finish blending it out. And you can do the same thing with your eyes if you have any up there that you need to blend out. So now that we've got that, let's see here. We're going to go do, oh, what are we going to do? I think we're going to do the baby watermelon. Do I normally do that one? Maybe I should change up a color. Let's do a color I don't normally do. Let's do one of our new colors that we just released. We'll do La Cienega right here. So I'm just using that same brush. This is one of our glosses. And we're just going to pop that on. Isn't that a pretty? It's a pretty pink. It's got a little bit of a gold shimmer into it, but not super crazy. I never wear this color, and it is so pretty, and I could not wait to get it when I got it. But then I have my old favorites that I just will not veer from, and I need to because that is really, really pretty, and it's soft. We're actually going to put that on our lips. Okay, so now, before I go to the lips, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop right over here to my illuminator. And then I'm going to take this angled end that I just put my my lip and cheek on, and I'm going to go flip it over this way, and I'm going to drag my illuminator on with it. And I love these illuminators because they're cream and they're so pretty and they're subtle. But they show up. Right when you turn your head a certain way and the light catches, it is such a pretty natural sheen. Okay? So now with that said, I'm going to pop over now to my Vanilla Dust powder. And before I go in, I put this just on a few places that I want to set. I've got my Perfector sponge. It's damp. Zunia, you're hungry? I cooked chicken. And it was terrible because it had freezer burn on it or something. It was not good. I cooked barbecue chicken. So we end up going for takeout. I'm just going around to make sure that this is pressed into my... Yeah, exactly. It's always ice cream sandwich time. Okay, so I've just made sure that it's pressed all into my skin. I can feel of it. It's not sticky. And even though this is glossy, if you use too much, it can be sticky. You can always go over it with this right here, and it helps to set it. I don't like to go over it with powder when it's a gloss, though, because it kind of takes away some of that youthful dewiness that's what I love about the glosses. So anyway, I'm going to use this Perfector sponge. I'm going to dab it, and I'm really just going to kind of set it in just a few places. Since I've already done my illuminator, then I won't do the end of my nose or anything, but I will just set it in between my eyes, and then I usually kind of set right here in my smile lines and my chin. But I really just kind of hit those few places. I'm an oily person, but once you kind of change your skincare, and then this makeup does really well for oily skin, I just don't feel like I have to do a whole lot of setting and using a setting powder. Okay, so let's do the lips real quick, guys, and then we are done. We is done. You know what? I could have planned a little bit better, maybe, right? Nose itching. Okay. So I'm going to go flip back over to my olive contour. That's what I'm going to line my lips with. I really like to use the indigo contour for a lip liner, but just for the sake of keeping it all kind of in one palette, we're going to do this. We're going to use what we've already used. And the great thing about the contours is you can kind of overdraw your lips without it being too crazy, because it'll just blend right back in, and then not look like it's way overdrawn. It'll just give you enough of a lip liner. Okay. Thank you, Carrie. So I think I'm going to put a little bit more Lassie Indigo on, and I think I will. So now I'm going to go back over to the Lassie Indigo, and using the same brush, I'm just going to kind of swap it, and then I'm going to use this as my lip color. It's got such a pretty little gold shimmer in it that looks good. And I've had a fever blister there, so I'm not even getting close to that. But look, very subtle. It's one of these one of the colors that look a lot prettier on your cheeks to me than it does. It's good to layer or even be real sheer on your lips if you don't want a crazy color. But that's how some of our lip and cheeks are. Some show up way better on your cheeks than they do on your lips, and then vice versa. That's really pretty. Thank you, Zunia. I'm glad my girl's showing up tonight. We're going to support each other. Okay, fellas. That is it. That is my look in a nutshell. It's probably been about 20 minutes, I bet, because I was running a little bit late. But anyway, that's just me putting my face on. Send me a message if you would like a color match or if you got any questions, and I will be glad to help you. So thank you for watching. Thanks, guys.